Welcome, beautiful soul, to your practice for when you're feeling in a funk. You're having one of those funky days where you're just not feeling too well. Maybe you're feeling anxious, maybe you're having some states of depression creep in, whatever it might be. You've decided today to show up on your mat for you. And that is enough. That is amazing. Give yourself a hug, give yourself a pat on the back, and allow that to be enough. And I will never stop saying that because just showing up for yourself is enough. So, no matter what kind of day you're having, you showed up for yourself. So, that's good. That's good. Everything else is a bonus. So, today we are going to be flowing through some intuitive movement, and I really want to emphasize here at the beginning of the practice to do what serves you. So, I'll be guiding you. I'll be your guide today throughout this practice, but I really encourage you to take any kind of extra movement, any extra child's poses, any extra breaths that you need throughout each of the positions that we flow through today. I'm going to be intuitively moving through this guide through this session, this practice, just as you are. So I would like to begin today a little differently, standing up in the center of your mat, root down through your feet, feel each of your 10 toes meet the earth. Allow the palms to fold down by the sides. Keep the chest open and active. Close down the eyes for your Tadasana mountain pose. Allowing yourself to ground down and be fully rooted and present in this moment. Tap down into the natural rhythm of your breath. The steady inhales and exhales out of the nose or out of the mouth, whatever feels best. With one swift inhale and motion, begin to bring the arms, circle the arms high. Connect the palms, connect that positive energy, and bring it down past the third eye through heart center. Inhale again, arms high, maybe open the eyes now. Bring a smile to your face, even if it's forced. And bring the palms down to heart center. One more time. Inhale, rise the arms. Exhale, let it all out. Bring your palms down to heart center. Begin to open the eyes now, and I encourage you to welcome in that intuition and just start shaking your body out. Just shake it all out. Shake any energy that is no longer serving you, whatever that looks like. Maybe you come down into more expression, really circling the body and the arms. It doesn't matter what you look like. All that matters is that it feels good. Release any stagnant energy. Maybe take up the full width of the mat by bringing in some more mobility, some more motion, opening the hips, maybe just staying with that shaking motion. What do you need right now? Bringing that breath in. If I'm doing this on the screen, you certainly can in the privacy of your home. Just let it all go. Maybe bring your body into some fold overs by inhaling, opening the chest, exhaling, let it all go. Swing the arms back. Inhale, rise, bring the arms high. Exhale, let it all go. Let the arms swing back. Inhale again, open wide, bring yourself into those cactus arms, and exhale. Let it all go. I'm feeling some kundalini, some fire energy flowing in through this practice. Continue with this movement, this intuitive flow, this intuitive movement, just for a few more breaths. Beautiful. One more collective breath in and out. Beautiful. Begin to step to the top of your mat, feet about hip distance apart, rooted down into the earth, grounding down. Inhale, arms high. Bring the palms to touch as you fold from the hips, straight spine. Allow your body to bring the fingertips to the earth, forward fold. Keep a slight bend in your knees if need be, warming up, maybe pedaling out the legs, back and forth. What do you need? Are you craving more motion to rid you of what is not serving you? Or are you craving a little bit more stillness, a little bit more gentleness? What do you need? Always coming back to that question. Allowing the chest to just fall and drape over the thighs. Maybe grab the elbows and just begin to sway back and forth. Shifting the weight from one foot to the next. Come back to your breath. With each exhale, allowing that funky, that energy that may feel like it's holding you back. Allow it to go. Release in order to receive. Beautiful. Begin to drop the fingertips and slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, oh so slowly, roll your body up until the last thing to rise is the top of your crown. One big inhale in here. And exhale out of your mouth. Make it expressive. Inhale, arms high once again. Palms touch. Bring yourself down to the earth once more. Inhale, allow the fingertips to graze over the calves. Exhale, lower the fingertips, jump, step, or hop to the back of your mat for that plank pose, even through both fingers. You can drop to the knees or come through that chaturanga. Inhale, lifting the body high into that upward facing dog or that low cobra, whatever's serving you best. Exhale, curl off of the toes, press down through the heels evenly through all 10 fingers, downward facing dog. Tailbone is high to the sky. Such an empowering, beautiful pose. Downward dog is. The simplicity, I feel, is what makes it so empowering. Visualize your heels connecting with the earth, even if they aren't. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Feel your chest lower, down closer to the earth. One more inhale in. Exhale out. Send your gaze between your hands. Jump or step forward to the top of your mat. Rise. Halfway lift. Inhale, straight spine. Exhale, lower, melt over the thighs. Maybe grab the backs of your ankles. Inhale, open the arms wide. Bring the palms together. Baby back bend. Welcoming in if you feel called. Exhale, lower the hands down to the earth. Inhale, halfway rise. Exhale, fingertips to the earth. Jump or step back to that plank pose. Take your choice. Chaturanga or knees, chest, chin, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, curl onto the toes, tailbone to the sky, downward facing dog. Inhale, exhale, let it all go. One more time, inhale in, exhale, Let it go. Drop the knees down to the ground. Spread the knees wide or keep them narrow. Come down into your child's pose. Keeping the arms stretched long in front. Inhale, feeling the chest and the heart open. Exhale, feeling the sit bones arrive closer to the heels. Just be here. Observe your thoughts. And then let them go. Exhale, let them go. Beautiful. Begin to rise. Lift the hips. Bring the knees back parallel to each other and shift the hands back for tabletop pose. Spine is long. You can set a glass of water on your back. Inhale, rise. Open the heart and the chest to the sky for cow pose. Exhale, send the chin down to the chest. Lift from the spine and the core as you come into cat. Exhale, open the heart, rise. Send the gaze high or keep your eyes closed, whatever serves you. Flowing in and out through our cat-cow. Maybe bringing in some movement, circling the hips as you rise the chest, arching the back, sending yourself back into child's pose. Whatever you're feeling called to do, maybe adding a bend through the arms, making it more expressive, making it more open. Allowing the feeling to guide you, allowing the breath to flow you. There are no rules here, except one. Do what feels good. Do what serves you. I think that's pretty rad rule. Just a few more like so. Maybe welcoming back in stillness. Maybe staying with the circle of the hips. One more collective breath in through the nose. And out, let it go. Curl the toes under. Inhale, lift the knees off of the mat. Engage your core. Hovering tabletop. Exhale, lower. We're going to do a few more just like that. Tap the toes out. Rotate the body on the little breaks. Okay, engage the core. Curl the toes under. Exhale, rise. Coming in, engaging the core for that tabletop. You got this. You got this. Beautiful. Lower the knees. Take that break. Take what you need. Take the weight off of your arms and your hands. Maybe take a couple wrist stretches. Back and forth. Beautiful. Arrive back in that tabletop position. We're going to do 2 more of these. Stay with me. Curl the toes under. Exhale as you rise. Engage the core. Allow that exhale to engage the core. One more breath. Exhale, lower. With each exhale, remembering to let go what is not serving you. Let it go. Let go of the anxiety. Let go of the overwhelming thoughts. Let go of the darkness. Or maybe just taking that place of acceptance. Accepting the anxiety, accepting the darkness, allowing yourself to evolve and grow from it. Okay, arriving back into that tabletop position, curl the toes under, lift the knees, engage the core. It's okay if you're shaking, I know I am. One more breath. Beautiful, slowly lower. Release the weight off the arms and send your body back into narrow child's pose. Allow the arms to release by your sides, fingertips pointing towards the back of your mat. Let it all go. Surrender. Surrender to this moment. Surrender to the ups and downs of your life, the good and the bad days. Contrast is so necessary. Without the good, there can be no bad. Without the bad, there can be no good. Inhale, exhale, let it go. Bring those arms forward, come back into that tabletop position. On an exhale, bring that right foot forward in between the fingertips. Leave the toes uncurled. Begin to find your balance here. If you need to grab a blanket, definitely do so. This can be, if you're working with a hard surface underneath the knee, the blanket can really be of benefit. You can also grab blocks if you want to pause this and come back and just place them on either side of your foot to allow yourself to have that support. If not, that's totally okay too. And we can just work with what we've got with the mat underneath us. So inhale on our fingertips, coming a little bit higher. Chest is still rested over top of the thigh. We're beginning to feel this shift, this opening in our hips. And when you're ready, begin to walk your way up, palms over top of the right knee, feeling your body just naturally go deeper into this hip opener. And when you're ready, and if you feel called, begin to rise those arms high. You can lock your arms together by grabbing both of the elbows, creating this A-frame over top of the head and allowing the back to come into a baby bend. Being gentle with yourself. If you want to just take this neutral, this straight spine, do that. If you want to come into this deeper back bend, do that. If you want to just stay with your fingertips on the mat, you guessed it, do that. Whatever feels good to you. Coming back to your breath, the deep inhales and exhales through the nose. Feeling yourself sink deeper, observing what senses of emotion or feelings or thoughts may be arising. The longer that you stay in this pose. Beautiful. One more inhale in. And exhale, let it go. Beautiful. Drop the fingertips, roll back on that heel. Instead of just coming down into that half split, welcome in some undulation by inhale, rising the body. Exhale, melting and folding over the knee. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fall over the knee. Inhale one more time. Exhale out of the mouth. Let it all go. Find stillness over top of the knee. And being sure that your hips are squared to the front of the mat. Should feel this stretch all the way up through the back of your leg. Beautiful. Slowly begin to roll that foot forward. Come back into that low lunge. Now I'm welcoming in a little advanced variation of this low lunge by bringing that left foot back to rise and bringing this left arm back to grab the foot for this really deep quad stretch. So we're opening the hips now and the quads, keeping the chest and the heart open, just using our right knee as a little table. You can bring the heel closer in for a deeper stretch or a little bit farther back. We're releasing tension right now. It should feel good. Beautiful. Lower down that foot. Frame the right foot, curl under the toes. Send the right foot back, downward facing dog, just for one breath. In through the nose. Out through the nose. Allow the knees to fall down. Come back into that tabletop just for a moment as we transition and bring that left foot to the front of your mat. Find your position here. Find that low lunge. Again, incorporating in blocks, a blanket under the knee, whatever you need. Observing how this side may feel different from the other. Beautiful. And when you're ready, begin to walk your way up, palms over knee, allowing yourself, giving yourself the space and the time that you truly need to feel comfortable, to feel good in each position. This is all about you and your mental health and what you need. Beautiful. And when you're ready, if you feel called, inhale, bring those arms high. Welcome back in that A-frame. This time, shifting the direction instead of over the right elbow, maybe shifting the direction of the arms, making our mind work a little bit in this practice. And allowing your body to just melt deep down into that hip opener stretch. Welcoming in maybe that little baby back bend if you did it on the other side. Exploring, always taking on this perception of exploration in your practice. Tapping into your intuition and coming back to that question, what do I need? Beautiful. Begin to lower your hands down to the mat or onto those blocks as you roll back onto that left heel for your half split. Maybe reposition yourself to make sure that you are in alignment down through the center of your mat. Inhale, welcoming in that rise. Exhale, melt over your left knee. Inhale, expressive, rolling the body up. Exhale, letting it all go. Inhale once more, rise. Exhale, begin to settle down over top of your knee. To come deeper down into this half split stretch. To work through any tension. To work through any energy that isn't serving you, that you've arrived here on the mat today to work through, to understand, to observe, to move through. Beautiful. One more big inhale in. Exhale, roll flat onto that left foot. And begin, if you took it on the other side, or maybe you want to explore it on this side to see how this side feels different from the other, begin to bring that right foot up, grab onto it with that right hand, and just explore here. Be gentle with yourself. This is your journey. Release any and all comparison. You are on your own unique path. This is your practice. How does it feel to release? Beautiful. Let go of that right foot. Bring it down. Frame the left. Curl under the right toes as you send the left foot back to meet the right. Downward facing dog. Here, welcome in any motion you'd like. Maybe a little pedaling back and forth, shifting of the hips. One variation I really love is coming from downward facing dog, bending the knees and just straightening them and going through these two simple motions. Beautiful. Just a few more breaths here. Maybe finding stillness if that is what you are in need of right now. Beautiful. I welcome you to flow through one last vinyasa if you feel called. Flowing through any modifications that you need. Inhale, gaze through the hands. Step or hop forward to the top of your mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, arms high, maybe coming down through heart center before you inhale, rise again. Exhale, lower down. Jumper step to the back of your mat. Chaturanga. Exhale, upward facing dog. Inhale, meeting back in that downward facing dog. Dropping down the knees, coming to kneeling position. Pausing here for a moment. Asking yourself, how do I feel now? A little mental check-in. Maybe your heart's racing. Maybe you're sweating a little bit. Maybe it feels good though. I hope it feels good. Begin to rise up on an inhale on your knees. And we're going to flow through just a few camel poses. Taking this any way that you'd like, I'm going to recommend a couple variations, a couple fun, intuitive variations. Or if you would like, let's just start with a camel pose by bringing the left hand over top of the left heel and the right hand over top of the right heel. Inhale, press the chest open. Bring a little bit of engagement into the core and squeeze the glutes. You can choose to shut down the eyes or keep them open, finding a drishti, a focal point on the ceiling. Beautiful. Bring the palms of your hands to your lower back and just find your way back into your seated kneeling position, just like so. Now ask yourself, how did that feel? Do you need to go back off a little bit? Stay in a more gentle camel. Observe what you need. As you rise onto your knees again, slowly maybe starting with the palms on the lower back, and then slowly maybe bending your knees more to bring yourself closer to your heels, and then puffing that chest up and the belly, sending the gaze high. Camel pose. Beautiful. If you'd like to take this next variation with me, come back to neutral, lowering the sit bones over top of the heels, resetting, feeling that spine reset. And on the next round, bring your right hand back behind you. As you lift the hips open, circle the left arm around, kind of like you're coming into a wild thing. And then shift as you circle your left arm around. Bring your left arm now back behind you as your right arm comes high. And just continue to flow through this motion for a few breaths, exploring the body, exploring how this feels on your lower back, your hips, your chest, your heart. You are open to receive positive energy and release what is no longer serving you. Beautiful. One more time, maybe make sure it's even on both sides. Ending on your left or your right. And coming back into that kneeling position. Reset. Maybe take a couple counter stretches, right and left. Shift your weight over to your sit bones as you bring your legs forward. Bend your knees and roll and find your way back onto your back. Feel that spine reset. Maybe adjust your hair, whatever you need in this moment. Begin to bring the knees to your chest, hugging them in, giving yourself a big, loving hug. Maybe welcoming in a little rock back and forth to massage that lower spine after all that work we just did. Beautiful. Using your hands, press those knees apart. And then come into your version of a happy baby, whether that be on your calves, your ankles, your arches. And visualize your knees coming down close to the earth. The hips fully open. Shoulder blades pressed against the earth. Heart open. Eyes closed. Steady breath. You can find stillness here as we begin to end the practice, or you can still, if you're craving it, bring in some motion by extending one leg as you roll to the left and the right, welcoming in some play. For a couple more breaths here, breathing in to this asana, breathing into this present moment. Beautiful. Begin to release the feet, the ankles, the shins. Hug those knees in one last time. Maybe bringing the chin to the chest and really giving yourself a hug before, at your pace, you come down into Shavasana. Allowing the feet to splay off the sides of your mat. Bringing the palms face down on the earth. Welcoming in an intention of acceptance and honoring where you are right here and right now. Honoring and accepting that you will have bad days, but also honoring and accepting that you will have good ones too. And knowing that no matter what, there's always beauty to be found and beauty to be seen, even in those not so good days. Even in those days when you're feeling overwhelmed, anxious, stressed, whatever it may be, knowing that you can come back into your body, into your breath, to find, even if just for a moment, a sense of peace, a state of presence and gratitude for all that you have in your life. I welcome you to bring both hands over your heart space, your heart center, and really tap in to the steady rhythm of your breath, to the steady beat of your heart. And say with me, if you feel called, I accept and honor the here and now. Again, I accept and honor the here and the now. One last time to close out the practice. Breathe in. Breathe out. I accept and honor the here and the now. When you're ready, keeping your eyes closed, shift over to your preferred side. Use your hands to gently press your way back up to seated, crossing the legs in front of you. Begin to slowly open up your eyes. Take in the space around you. Inhale, arms high. Palms down through heart center. Placing them over your heart once more. I accept and honor the here and the now. Let the now be enough, because it is truly all we have. Namaste. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I want to thank you so much for joining me today on the mat. I hope that brought a sense of release, a sense of relief, brought some more joy, brought some more peace into your day on your not so good day hopefully is a little bit better. I welcome you to join me for my weekly Zoom classes. I do mindful morning classes on Tuesdays, and I do a variety of other style classes on Thursdays and Sundays. I'll leave the link down in the bio, the comments down below if you'd like to join me. They're 100% donation based. So I'd love, love, love to have you there to breathe and connect with you on an even deeper level. But until then, I will see you next time right here on the mat next week. I love you and thank you.